You look up at the sky and feel a quiet tension as long white lines stretch across the blue, drifting wider as the wind pulls them apart. The sight seems simple enough, yet for nearly 30 years some believe those trails hide something more than ice crystals. The idea began in the late 90s when a mix of military research papers, atmospheric studies, and misunderstanding collided in the public mind. You notice the patterns forming grids and spreading like thin veils, and the questions return. Why do planes leave marks that linger? Why do some lines fade quickly while others unfurl into cloud-like sheets? Scientists explain that cold, humid air causes water vapor to freeze into tiny crystals, and if that upper layer is moist, the trail grows wider. But most people never hear this part. A 2017 survey found a noticeable share of the public considered the chemtrail theory at least partly true. And as global climate conversations intensified over the years, a new spark appeared. Discussions about solar geoengineering made many people feel they had been right all along. You feel the shift as real scientific proposals became fuel for old suspicions, even though experts say no large-scale spraying program exists. Here the twist emerges. The theory persists, not because of evidence but because of emotion. The sky feels like a domain we cannot control yet deeply rely on. When trails linger or spread, the mind reaches for meaning. Doubt becomes a story, the story becomes a community, and the community becomes a belief system, living alongside the science that tries to explain it. You sense the tension between what is observed and what is feared. Pull time. When you stare at those long sky trails, do you feel skepticism or unease? Tell me your reaction. Your feeling shapes how you interpret the world above you. The endurance of this myth hints at something deeper. People worry about power, secrecy, and environmental change. In moments of uncertainty, the sky becomes a canvas for all our questions. The theory survives because the feeling it speaks to never fully fades, especially when our world seems harder to trust. You notice how this idea reflects the way humans seek patterns, answers, and control when the atmosphere feels unpredictable. As hints of geoengineering discussions continue, the trail of the myth stretches onward. The resolution to this story may not be about chemicals at all, but about how belief thrives when fear and science collide. And if the sky itself can be misunderstood so easily, what else do we misread? Before you go, I want your theory. Why do you think this mystery refuses to disappear? Subscribe for more hidden stories, and tap into the next video where we explore another question waiting in plain sight.